Hosting anything from musicals to ceremonies, the John Armstrong Performing Arts Center is a beautiful theater that we all know and love. But what goes on behind the scenes? What if we told you you could work here? Let's take a look at how JPAC makes theater magic and find out if this might be the right job for you.
JPAC does a few plays once a year, but they also go with concerts or talent shows. Whatever requires the theater, we can do in JPAC.
I think this job definitely prepares you for the future in some sort of way, even if you don't want to go into technical theater, because you learn just basic skills of how to use like power tools. So basically you just learn how to control things during shows and build things and prepare for the shows.
You can learn how to do sound, which is like miking people up for their performances and using the soundboard to make people louder, softer.
You could be down at the soundboard working with sound cues or making sure the mics are properly or at the right proper volume. And you can be backstage working on lights there, which usually you aren't if you're in a play. Like working with the curtains and making sure everything goes right.
I think I definitely learned stuff here that I wouldn't have learned if I had any other job or just in general, because like doing lighting, sound, like all that kind of stuff, it's not really something that you would learn unless you're working in a theater or auditorium.
Say if you want to go and work in an auditorium again, the skills you learn here are required elsewhere. And there's not much demand here, there's not much pressure here, so you can learn it very easily, and you also learn lots of common knowledge when it comes to the scene shop, where you learn how to work with power tools and just learn in general common knowledge when it comes to that stuff.
It's a pretty flexible job, so if you take time off, you don't really have to worry about not being able to get it off. You either work like shop, which is just cleaning or building things. It really depends on your schedule, but it's a very good job for students, especially since it's right next to Pankow, so it's like at the school you go to.
It's beneficial to work at this job because a lot of the time it's right after school, so if you can't drive, you can just stay here. And then you work with all your coworkers or students, so you'll have a lot of friends, and you learn a lot of stuff, especially if you wanna go into this when you're older, but also if you just wanna have fun. It's a fun job to have while you're in high school.
Needless to say, it looks like the JPAC Center is a pretty cool place to work.